Well, good evening, guys. Just thought I'd do this bit of an update. It's now been, it's got to be nearly a month. About the 27th of July, I think I did a garden update. Just been absolutely stoked under with one thing and another. What are we now? Nearly a fortnight ago was my 30th birthday. And we had a barbecue on the Saturday night. My birthday was on the Sunday, so we had a barbecue on the Saturday. The week running up to it, Hannah had gastroenteritis, which formed into a really bad migraine. She was really poorly with it at the beginning of the week, which then made her dehydrated, and then with the drinks and that on the Saturday night, she passed out, had a bit of a fit, so ambulance was called and we ended up going to A&E. So very busy that Saturday. Didn't get home much before about 3:30, 4:45 Sunday morning. So what with that, been busy with that, run up for the show, keeping everything ticking along, trying to keep everything ticking on, ready for Saturday for the show. Now, before people ask, no, we don't just grow these veg for the shows. We just enter our local show as a bit of fun, really, more than anything. We are self-sufficient, or as self-sufficient as we can be, on the plot that we have. So, you know, we try and do the best we can. If there's anything we can't grow or do, then we trade off with friends for stuff that they've grown that we can't grow here. We have a big problem with Swedes. We're going to have another try next year with Swede. And they get club root and dry rot here. So a friend of ours has no problem growing Swede, so we have swapped this year with them for Swedes. But like that, we do swap off if, you know, we have an excess of things like tomatoes. We swap with those, and other things. The game we shoot as well, we do swap off with a friend for other produce for us to be self-sufficient. So thought I'd just give you a bit of a roundup in the polytunnel. Hannah's looking at me as if to say, "Oh God, not again." So anyway, yeah, roundup in the polytunnel. Tomatoes here. These ones are the giant Super Marmande. There's a couple of there's 3 crackers just at the back there, really big. I don't know if you can make them out just in the back there. That's a Roma tomato. More carrots, just letting them do the thing. They're quite well spaced anyway, so just letting them do what they need to do, keeping them watered. Where the potato buckets are, within 30-litre bucket size, where we had the onions, that's now got the potato bucket sat on, with the potatoes for Christmas, which are Nicola. I don't know if you can make that out, whether it'll be right on the thing. It's Nicola. We found there was a nice tasting potato, so we decided to get some of these in for Christmas. Says plant June to August in well prepared ground, blah blah blah. Still August, so we got them in. They're well chitted, as you can see. We've got a couple more buckets and tubs and that to to get planted up. We'll probably get those done tomorrow, and get those going, ready for Christmas. We have got potatoes stored for the winter anyway, but we've given it a try for some fresh taters again for harvesting on Christmas Day. And that's our aim this year anyway, is to be able to harvest some on Christmas Day, and just see if we get out anything from it really. So that's pretty much it on this side. Oh, the strawberries back here have started flowering and fruiting again. Whether they manage to get the fruit ripened before it gets too cold, she'll wait and see. Got a couple of peppers back here starting to ripen, and we've got loads more flowers coming actually, so I'm going to give those a bit of a tickle later on and see if they come of anything. This little tomato here is just a sucker that we pulled off, and we were going to chuck it, and I said just stick it in and see what it does, and it's actually started growing. It's got some flower buds coming on. Got some lettuce there, going to get some lettuce planted, probably outside, or we'll get some in somewhere around this side. Tomatoes, we've got a couple of nice trusses on here, ready for the show on Saturday. Again, we don't grow specifically just for the show. Like I say, we are self-sufficient, or as near as damn it self-sufficient with the veg and certain meats. But we just enter it for a bit of fun towards the end of the year. You know, we've worked hard, you know, to get all this like it is, so why not have a bit of fun and enter, you know, your local shows. We don't go, you know, for like Harrogate veg shows, or, you know, all the big top ones, you know, like a lot of people do, you know, and that if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. But we're self-sufficient, so we grow, but we just have a little bit of fun at the local show really. We did well last year. We got a lot of second and thirds. Just missed out on the longest runner bean. I don't think we've got the longest runner bean this year, because, like I say, we've had a lot of trouble with the pollination of the runner beans this year. So it's been a bit hit and miss trying to get one to stop on as a long runner. But we've entered pretty much everything else. Pretty much everything that was on the plot. If it was able to be entered, we've entered it really. Cucumbers are doing really well. I'll show you those. We've got a really nice one here, as you can see. They actually do get bigger than this, but that's probably as big as we'll get it. Beetroot here is doing well. Another couple of weeks and that should be ready to harvest. We won't be growing beetroot in modules next year, because that's been quite handicapping really. We've got some more Telegraph cucumbers on here. Another one there. We've got about 5 or 6 I think on this one. We've got a few more up here. The vine one is the Armenian Yardlong. Again, we've got maybe 1 or 2 here and there, but they're not really doing very well. That's flowers and bits and bobs there. Show carrots, whether they're up to standards when we pull them, we won't know until we pull them. Out here, we've got this bed, we've got some carrots in there that we can use for the show. The Brute, blackberry bramble is coming along a treat. Loads of climbing beans, more carrots. These are the last of the taters that we've got. we do need some potatoes for the show, so we're not harvesting these yet. I'm going to let them keep going. Have another couple of, well, until Friday, and then we'll harvest Friday night for that. Loads of runners, like I say. We've had problems with not with germination, but with pollination. We have got a few on, but not many. Loads of peas again. These are all our second sowing of peas. The first lot was up there. These are our second lots here, the purple pod peas, garden peas and earth green shaft. We've got some Cobra French climbing beans there. They've done alright. We're going to try them again next year. The seed that we had was an old packet, I think, so we struggled a little bit with germination on those. But those that have germinated did well. Again, loads of runners on, loads of flowers, and they are turning into runners this time now. So in probably mid-September we should have a big lot of runner beans that aren't going to get frozen, because we just ended up wasting a load this year. Brassica cage bed. We're not keen on the kale. We found it a little bit too strong in flavour for us, so we're maybe going to try a different variety. Sprouts, we sacrificed, what is the 4? I can't remember how many we sacrificed now, but we sacrificed what was there. We went down to 4. Sacrificed a couple of the Savoy cabbages. We started tidying up around those, making it so that they're a little bit more room around each one to grow. Sprouts are doing okay. Collies didn't really do well for us this year, and the summer cabbage has, well, yeah, it's been alright, but it's starting to get to a point now where it's bolting, because we've got so many ready and we can't use it. And I'm not freezing it, because again we chuck loads out. Fruit wise, we've had quite a lot of black currants. We've had just short of £10 of black currants off of those 2 bushes. We won't be cutting them back again this year. We'll be leaving them to go, so we'll be looking probably nearly 20 odd pound of fruit off of those next year. The double raspberry, double fruiting, it's an early variety, and then it flowers and fruits later on. And we've had maybe about £2 of fruit off of this so far, and then we've got all of this coming, loads of fruit coming on this just this one stem here alone. That's without the fruit on there. No pears or plums. We got rid of the plum tree and a cherry tree. No pears or cherries on these ones down here. We didn't have any cherries at all this year, really, because in the back field the farm decided to grow broad beans, and as everybody knows, broad beans are loved by black fly, which then come in and decimated the cherries that we had on our cherry trees here and here. As well as the dwarf varieties of cherries that we had up the garden as well. We have got a few plums, but they're not ripening up yet. A few apples on as well, loads of apples on the one down here as well. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to leave it there, else it's going to be too long. So there we go, guys. Catch you later.